Welcome to Chaps Out Culture, where my guests return to recommend LGBTQ+ culture that helped shape and inspire them. I'm joined again by my Chaps Out guest, Shaun. So, what are you going to talk about?
I am going to talk about Hedwig and the Angry Inch, which is a great LGBTQ film, especially, and the trans has a lot of interest there, and it's a very, I would say, underrated musical, kind of more rockier and upbeat than probably the Rocky Horror Show. And it follows a guy called Hedwig, who's before the wall came down in Berlin, wants to get out of Berlin, and on one occasion, he's laid there naked amongst some rubble when a US soldier chances upon him, quite likes him, and next day lures him with some jelly tots, of all things, into his arms. But he wants to take him to the US, but in order to do so, he needs to have the operation to go as the US officer's wife. Unfortunately, the operation goes wrong and leaves him with an angry inch.
That's where the Angry Inch comes from.
Yes, it's 6 inches forward, 5 inches back. He's got an angry inch. It's full of really good songs, but they're nice songs. It's kind of it trails his life. He's narrating his own story throughout the film as he's touring as a bit of a two-bit band. And here's my favourite song in it is actually a song called "Wig in a Box." It's at a part where he's feeling quite emotional and he's kind of getting a bit fed up of kind of displaying the act of that he's not the act of just putting a wig on, but the act of being brave and facing this on a day-to-day basis. And the way I kind of read into it is that he gets all this glammed up, he puts on this show, but at the end of the day, the wig comes back off and he's just himself again on his own and feeling lonely. But he wants at the time he puts the wig on, he's the star of the screen, he's a punk rock star, and Miss Beehive 1942. And it's quite a nice song. And if you're going to listen to one song, I think that would be the one. And the other one is obviously the Angry Inch song, which is a really rocky song. It's a mixture of some nice sad songs and some really good rocky songs. Obviously, I have got the album as well. Obviously, that is the guy who this is from the stage show, and that's one of the guys that's played Hedwig there. So you can see very sexy. But I might kind of get into the whole sex thing if he'd come along. So yeah, it's a really good film. I'd recommend it. It's got a story to tell. It's got a twist at the end of the story.
Yeah.
And I think some of the songs are relatable, and you could find relatable to yourself as well. So it's a good one to go at, and it's not one that everybody knows. So it's John Cameron Mitchell, the director. Stephen Trask is the one playing Hedwig. Last time I actually watched it was when I was thinking of coming out.
Right.
And I remember some of the songs I was actually in tears to because I was kind of very emotional at the time. So and I think I've got 2 copies. I've actually bought the Criterion one. I'm going to watch this next. And I bought my album, which I was listening to on Sunday. And I put it with me ironing and with the record playing in the background instead of ironing while I'm listening to Hedwig and the Angry Inch. And I'm dancing around the room singing, I've got an angry inch. That's why I haven't got a boyfriend. I'll give you that. That's why I haven't got a boyfriend.
So you listen to the album more than you actually watch the film?
Yeah, I listen to the album because it's more accessible. Because you can do things while you kind of listen to the album. Plus, the sound is cracking, and you put an album, you've got good speakers there. It's banging. That is really good soundtrack.
Yeah.
So you get the full effects of the soundtrack, and that it's more rockier than what you actually think it is on the film. Just go out and watch it. I don't think you'd be disappointed. It's a good film.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much for the recommendation, Shaun. That's great. Thanks for coming up with that one. We haven't had that one yet, so I'll go and check it out. Thanks a lot.
Right, take care then.
Thanks to Shaun Coram for his recommendation, Hedwig and the Angry Inch. If you enjoyed this episode of Chaps Out Culture, please subscribe or follow wherever you listen. Give us a 5-star rating and share to help the podcast reach anyone who may need to hear it. And if you missed it, don't forget to check out the full interview with Shaun on the main episode of Chaps Out. See you next time.